We are about to do the quickest makeup in the world. We're going to start with, I don't even have time to introduce myself. Hi, welcome to Delicate Dark Girl. So this is going to be Valjean Labs Clarify Vitamin A Witch Angel Face on this. Get it on your neck. Okay. We're going to start here in eyebrow land. We're going to use e.l.f. We're going to use neutral brown, and we're going to use F15 concealer, C15, excuse me, concealer to do our eyebrows. But when we're doing quick makeup, we don't do the top because I don't know if you bothered to see the title, but this is no foundation, so we're just going to do that and then the corner there, and we're just going to bring it down a little, get it right in that crease where my eye sinks in, so we can bring it forward. This eye is better, I don't have to actually do the outside of that one. Okay, so we're just going to take away the bottom. This video might be done in real time. Okay, so let's see how fast we can go. And then we'll just use our finger there to press it in and to move that out. Hey, sanitizer. Now we're going to take this wax pencil by e.l.f. in neutral brown and go to town. Woohoo! This is a very relaxed look. You'll see at the end. For days of makeup, you really want to put on makeup, but it's like, I don't know if anyone's like me, but sometimes I really feel like putting on makeup. I just feel like putting on makeup, but at the same time, I don't feel like putting on a whole bunch of makeup. Like, I don't feel like doing my whole routine. It's for days like that where I want to put on makeup, but I don't feel like doing all that I do. And I know some of you might think that's not really that much, but you know, since it's my routine, to me it's a lot. Woohoo! See, so now we have some muted eyebrows. Okay. And we're gonna hit it with a bit of brown mascara. This is dark cocoa. It's actually eye mascara, but I use it as a brow mascara. And I'm just gonna go really lightly over the brow. Remember I was talking to you a while ago about how I wanted to like somehow mute my brows? Well, this combination kind of does that. So just let them kind of softly fade into the background of my face. You gotta wipe some of it off sometimes because it gets a little everywhere. We'll use a clean thingamajig to just kind of get rid of some of that excess. That's better. Okay, so now we also shouldn't have put that away because what we do is we just put a little on the under eye. Chop, 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 chop. Chop, 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 chop. And there where we had a little blemish there. And then we actually take our Up All Night Makeup Setting Spray Mattifying by Coop and Daisy. Spray the puff. And then work the puff right onto your eyeball. And just go on the top where we set under the eye too. I mean where we put the concealer under the eyebrow. You can touch there as well. But that's going to get set in a minute, so, okay. There. Now you look awake without foundation. Now we're going to a nice neutral palette. And of course, that's Juvia's Place Warrior 2. The other day, I actually used Kana in the Warrior palette. But today, we're going to use Yodit. I'll just get in here. And just tap right under the eyebrow. Tap right under the eyebrow. And also, tap on that corner. Tap on that corner. Okay. And then we'll just go for it. Now put it on your eye. Now this is the part where if I'm feeling like it, I'll add some random color. Today, I also get right here in the crease to bring the eye forward. If you want to bring your eye, if you want to put that part back, then don't do that. But I always, you notice me bringing the eyeshadow as close to my inner nose bone as possible to bring all that forward. Okay, I'm also going to put some under here. That's not new here. You've seen me do that before. Woohoo! Okay. And we're done. Now we're going to use bold line and then just tight line on the top. There's somebody who can't stand when I do this part. So now look away. Don't look. Don't look. Don't look. Don't look. I'm not finished. Okay, you can look. Hold on. Alright. And then we're going to use this new thing that I got. It's the lightest mascara in the world. If you have straighter eyelashes, you'll probably really like this. It really curves it. It's Lashsensational Curvitude by Maybelline. It's not that I have really straight lashes. It's just that I think that it gives it really a nice, delicate touch while still pronouncing your lash. Maybe it's because of the way the wand is. I'll show you. You see? I don't know if you can see that right now because I'm facing away, but I really like the way it treats my lashes. See that? It's like really light but pronounced. Okay? So we'll do it to the other eye. Go down. Go down with it going this way. And then go up with it going the same way so that it pushes them up but not all the way. And then just turn it onto its back like that. And use that curve. Use the sickle part. That's what it looks like, the sickle. Use the sickle part to straighten and not lift. I mean lift and straighten. Excuse me. Ooh. Doing that with my left hand is hard. Does anybody else have a hard time doing mascara with their left hand? Unless you're a left-handed person, then I guess it would be your right hand, right? Ta-da! They're alive. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna put just the tiniest bit of sparkle on my eye. I'm gonna use that gray one, like the tiniest bit. Maybe I should use a brush. Hold on. I'll use this little eraser head. I'm gonna put it on the inner corner. Just put a little bit down on the lower eye right there. There, and then use my finger to kind of push it out. Push, push, push. That's nice. Woohoo! We'll just move some up a little bit because it looks a little stunted right there. We'll just move it into that little crease section because it's so little. Okay. Now we're going to do the lip. I'm just going to do a dark liner and some clear gloss. Kind of 90s. You can use any dark liner you want. I also have Night Moth, and I'm looking for some others. I'm going to go back into the MAC store and get some, because I really like MAC liners. I like the way they feel. I like their colors. And I haven't bothered to really look at anyone else except maybe drugstore. Wet n Wild gel liners are really nice, but you know, I only have a red one, so I haven't really bothered with anything else. But you know, I love Wet n Wild, so dark liner, and oh, it's dirty. When was the last time I used that little gloss action? Okay. It's like, I don't know if y'all remember the group Brownstone. I don't know if they did this, or for some reason that's who I imagine doing this. Like, that's who I think of when I do this lip. I actually want it differentiated though. So I am going to put some Kana in the center with a clean finger. Wipe the finger, do it again. Wipe the finger, do it again. Wipe the finger, do it again. Wipe the finger, and we're going to do it again. Until we get the buildup we want. There we go. Hit myself with the mattifying spray one time. And we're done. So there. As you can see, I have like discoloration and, you know, pores and stuff. But I like to go foundationless too, except I just hit the parts that accentuate the most. So like my under eye and my brows, and keep the rest of my face just naked. So all day long I can do all this. I can touch my face, I can hug somebody, it doesn't matter. Unless you're wearing double wear, which, you know, I talk to y'all about because it's the best, but I'll do that in another video.